Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guroh Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namaho Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Aschatya Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees who have assembled here this evening. It's like a sea of devotees in this Australian city of Melbourne, who are practicing devotional service under the guidance of many other seasoned and experienced followers of Bhakti Yoga. And it is the grace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada that we are all able to practice Bhakti sitting in different corners of this globe. Today I was asked by the organizers of this event to speak on the glories of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is Lord Chaitanya? Why should we worship him? What is the relevance of his grace, his mercy in our lives? How does he uplift our consciousness? Let us discuss some of these topics today. Around 5,000 years back, the Supreme Lord Krishna appeared in his original form in this material world as a human being, and he performed so many enchanting leelas. He destroyed so many demons. He performed so many heart-touching pastimes in Vrindavan, in Mathura, in Dwaraka, in Hastinapur, and he blessed so many of his devotees like the Pandavas, the Vrajavasis, the Mathuravasis, the Dwarakavasis and many others. And towards the end of his pastimes, he gave us the teachings of Bhagavad Gita on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Although Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna in the context of war, the content of Gita is not about war and how to use weapons. The content of Gita is life. How to lead a fulfilling, purposeful, meaningful spiritual life. That's the content of Bhagavad Gita. So through Arjuna, Krishna gave us all these wonderful teachings of Gita. Right in the middle of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna spoke two important things. You see, there are 700 shlokas in Bhagavad Gita. What are the two middle numbers in this 700? Number 350 and 351, right? The shloka number 350 in Bhagavad Gita is 9.13. 9 chapter 13 shloka. You know what is that? Many of you. What is that? Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritimashritaah bhajanti ananya banaso gnatva bhutadim avyayam. Mahatmanastu mam partha. Mahatmas are those people who take shelter of Daivi Prakriti Srimati Radharani. Daivim Prakritimashritaah. And do what? Bhajanti. They worship Krishna. Ananya manaso, without any distractions or deviations in their minds. Bhajanti ananya manaso, gnatva bhutadim avyayam, understanding me as the origin of all living entities and everything in this entire creation. These are the qualities of Mahatmas. That is 9.13, shloka number 315 Bhagavad Gita. What is shloka number 351? 9.14? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataah ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayite teshu chapyaham. Oh, little different, but main thing is Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataah. Mahatmas are those who take shelter of Radharani, that's one quality. Mahatmas are also those people who constantly chant the holy names of Krishna. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakriti mashrita, taking shelter of Radharani is at one level. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataah, with great determination, doing kirtan. Kirtan means, kirti means glory. Kirtan means to glorify. So, glorifying the holy names of Krishna is the activity, constant activity of Mahatmas. So, these are the central teachings of Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving the central teachings. He kept Srimati Radharani and the holy name of Krishna right in the middle of Bhagavad Gita. Right? He waited for 4,500 years. After giving these teachings of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna concluded his pastimes in this planet and he went back to his spiritual world. Then he waited for 4,500 years. I told these people of Kali Yuga to take shelter of Radharani and chant the holy names of Krishna. But not many are doing it. They are not chanting, they are not doing Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, they are not doing Daivim Prakriti Mashrita. Looks like I have to personally go and teach them how to do it. So Krishna gave us the teachings of Bhakti, especially Kirtanam, in the middle of Bhagavad Gita. But seeing that not many people have taken these teachings very seriously, what did Krishna do? Krishna decided to descend on this planet, not in his original form as the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, but in the form of a devotee of Krishna. Let me become a devotee Let me practice Bhakti Yoga. Let me personally chant the holy names of Krishna. Let me do Satatam Kirtayantomam and teach all these people how to do Satatam Kirtayantomam. Let me adopt the mode of Srimati Radharani and make all these people understand how glorious Radharani is. I told about Radharani slightly in Bhagavad Gita, but they did not take it seriously. So let me make it more explicit. Let me emphatically declare the glories of Radharani and let me establish the process of Sankirtan, which is the Yuga Dharma. So with that intention, Krishna appeared on this planet again after 4,500 years in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sometimes when the teacher is teaching A, B, C, D to the child may not be able to write. So what does the teacher do? Teacher takes the hand of the child in her own hand and writes along with the child A, B, C, D. Say A, B, C, D. Right? Teacher already knows ABC. But still, teacher utters A, B, C, D and makes the child write ABC. That is her mercy. Similarly, the Lord did not perform bhakti, actually speaking. But the Lord, to teach all of us how to perform bhakti, He personally descends as a bhakta and performs bhakti to teach us bhakti. That is the significance of the appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To teach us the process of devotional service, to help us embrace the path of bhakti yoga, to make us, specifically to make us chant the holy names of Krishna and perform Harinam Sankirtan, the Lord appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the purpose of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent. Anarpita charim chirat karunaya avatirnaha kalau samarpayitam unnata ujjvala rasamsva bhakti shriyam harihi purata kadamba dviti sandipitah sada hridaya kandare spuratavah sachinandanaha. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author of the biography of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says that the Supreme Lord Krishna appeared in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to distribute Vraja Bhakti to all of us. Means to make all of us devotees of Krishna. And what kind of devotees? Devotees who follow in the footsteps of the Vrajavasis. Devotees who follow in the footsteps of the Gopis of Vrindavan. Devotees who follow in the footsteps of Srimati Radharani. Chirada dattam nijagupta vittam swaprema nama amritamatyudaraham apamaram yo vitatara gauraha krishno janebhyastamaham prapadye. Chirad adattam. For a long time, the Lord has not bestowed this special boon or privilege or fortune of Krishna prema upon people in this world. Krishna prema. The aim of life is to love God. So there are 4 purusharthas, right? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma is to follow certain virtues, morals, principles, rituals. That is dharma. Many people perform dharma to get artha, money. And they use artha, money, to fulfill their kama, desires. When they are frustrated in fulfilling their desires, kama, they take to moksha. We want liberation now. We are frustrated in our attempts to attain kama here, so therefore we want moksha. That's the general style of practicing spiritual life for so many people. 4 purusharthas. But in contrast to these 4 purusharthas, there is a Panchama Purushartha, the 5th goal of human life, which is called Krishna prema, loving God. Krishna prema means to love Krishna and to experience the love of Krishna. To realize that we are lovers of Krishna and to also realize that Krishna loves us more than anyone else. That is Krishna prema. So to distribute this Krishna prema to all of us, to distribute love of Godhead to all of us, Krishna personally descended in the form of a devotee of Krishna. So what is the benefit or what is the glory of loving God? When you have prema, Krishna prema, when you love God, you love God, you love those who love God, you love those who are trying to love God, you love those whom God loves. Right? Love God, love those who love God, means devotees of the Lord. Love those who are trying to love God, means the sadhaka bhaktas, the practitioners. They have not yet developed love for God, but they are trying to develop love for God by doing sadhana. Then fourth, loving those whom God loves. Whom does God not love? He loves every single living entity. Thus, when we attain Krishna prema, when we attain love of God, we naturally love every single living being. We will see everyone as a spiritual personality. We will not be carried away by their external appeal as these bodies. We respect them for their spiritual identities. A devotee is one who sees the eternal spiritual identities behind the external material differences. That is the glory of devotees. And Krishna prema, the process of bhakti will give us Krishna prema, and that Krishna prema can make us see people in a spiritual perspective, see them as spirit souls, lovers of God, potentially lovers of God, and not just some bodies. So that's why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on this planet to give us Krishna prema. Chirata dattam nijagupta vittam. And that prema, Krishna prema, is attained by Krishna nama. Krishna nama means the name of Krishna will enable you to attain Krishna prema. You become an object of Krishna's love and you love Krishna more than anyone else. So to come to that stage, we need to chant the names of Krishna. How sweet it is to chant the holy names of Krishna. Chiradadattam vijagupta vittam swaprema namamritam atyudaraha. Ati-udaraha. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is extremely benevolent. Lord Krishna, when he appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is extremely benevolent that he bestows Krishna prema even upon people who are not qualified. Apamaramyo vitatara gauraha. Krishno janebhyastamaham prapadye. Let us take shelter of that Supreme Lord Krishna, who appeared as his own devotee as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give us Krishna prema, the gift of Krishna prema. Krishna is extremely merciful. As Bhagavatam says, Aho vakiyam stanakala kutam jighamsaya paya yadapya sadhvi lebhe gatim dhatrachitam tatonyam kamvadayalam sharanam vrajema. Krishna has given liberation to even Putana. Putana is a Rakshasi who came with a malicious intention to kill infant babies in Vrindavan. But because she appeared like a mother, in the attire of a mother, Krishna blessed her to become a mother in the spiritual world, ignoring her attitude. That is how Krishna is merciful. Kamvadayalam sharanam vrajema. Who else could be more merciful than Krishna? Whose shelter should we take other than Krishna's shelter? So Krishna is very merciful. But if there is someone who is more merciful than Krishna, that is a devotee of Krishna. Lord Vishnu became very strict with Durvasa Muni for offending Ambarish Maharaj. He released his Sudarshan Chakra to kill Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni went and fell at the feet of Lord Narayana. Oh Lord, please protect me. The Lord said, I will not protect you. Even though you came to Vaikuntha, you cannot be relieved from this anxiety. Then Durvasa Muni went and fell at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. What did Ambarish Maharaj do? Oh Sudarshan Chakra, you please take away all my spiritual credits and pious credits and protect this Brahmana Durvasa Muni. The Lord could not protect Durvasa, but devotee protected Durvasa. So, there are many other instances. Although the Lord may become little strict with devotees, devotees are extremely merciful. And amongst all the devotees, the supreme devotee is Srimati Radharani. Radharani is extremely merciful. Although sometimes Krishna sees a devotee is not up to the mark in his or her bhakti, he doesn't want to give mercy to that devotee. But Radharani says, Krishna, you have to give mercy to this devotee. So, no, he's not very sincere. No, he's a better devotee than me, Radharani says. Then Krishna is obliged to accept that devotee. So Krishna is merciful, but a devotee of Krishna is more merciful than even Krishna. Krishna has all powers and devotee has all mercy. If this powerful Krishna adopts the mood of a devotee, the compassion of a devotee and the power of Krishna becomes together, and that becomes Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You see? So sometimes devotees are always merciful, but they may not be all powerful. They may not be all cognizant. They have mercy, compassion. They pray to the Lord, oh Lord, please bestow some mercy upon this person. And the Lord bestows mercy. But if the devotee himself has so much power to deliver fallen souls, how exciting it will be. So the Supreme Lord Krishna appears in the mood of a devotee and shows mercy upon fallen souls by giving them Krishna prema through the easiest process of Krishna Nama. That is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's identity. He is non-different from Krishna, who appeared in the mood of a devotee, in the form of a devotee, specifically to inspire bhakti. Just like a teacher writes ABCD along with the child to teach the child, similarly the Supreme Lord also started chanting harekrishna, chanting the holy names of the Lord to teach all of us how to chant. He adopted the mode of a devotee to help us how to become devotees, to teach us how to become devotees. That's the identity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And amongst all the devotees of the Lord, as we discussed, Srimati Radharani is the foremost. And Krishna thought, let me adopt the mode of Srimati Radharani and thus inspire everyone to chant the holy names of Krishna. Radharani is constantly Krishna conscious. If you want the best example of Krishna consciousness, amongst all the devotees who are Krishna conscious thoroughly, Srimati Radharani gets the first rank. So she is thoroughly Krishna conscious. And Lord Krishna adopted the mood of Srimati Radharani and became a devotee of Krishna. So that is the identity of Lord Chaitanya. Now there is a beautiful shloka in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that further describes the identity of Lord Chaitanya. Kaviraj Goswami says, Radha Krishna pranaya vikritir hladini shakti rasmad ekatmanam api bhuvi pura deha bhedo gatautam Chaitanyakyam prakata madhuna tadvayam chaikyamaptam Radha bhavadyuti subalitam naumi Krishna sarupam. Kaviraj Goswami says, Kaviraj Goswami is the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is the most authorized biography of Lord Chaitanya. He says, Radha Krishna pranaya vikritir hladini shakti rasmat. All the pastimes of Radha and Krishna are not manifestations of mundane lust. They are manifestations of pure spiritual love. Hladini shakti rasmat. Ekatmanam api bhuvi pura deha bhedo gatautam. Although Radha and Krishna are one, still they manifested in two forms, a male form and a female form, to enjoy pastimes amongst themselves. Now they became two, one became two, but again the two became one. Ekatmanavapi bhuvi pura deha bhedo gatautam. Although they are two, they again became one. How did this happen? How did the two personalities of Radha and Krishna became one personality? In the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Radha bhavadyuti subalitam naumi Krishna sarupam. Krishna has accepted the bhava of Radha and duty of Radha. Bhava means emotion, duty means complexion. So Krishna adopted the mood of Srimati Radharani and the color of Radharani, and he became Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna is already beautiful. If there is anyone more beautiful than Krishna, that is only Srimati Radharani. Krishna is dark in complexion, Radha is golden in complexion. Tadit suvarna champaka pradita gaura vigrahe mukha prabha parasta koti sharadendu mandale. Radharani's complexion is like that of a golden champak flower. Tadit suvarna champaka pradipta, she is effulgent, gaura vigrahe, golden form of Radharani. Mukha prabha parasta koti sharadendu mandale. Her mukha prabha, the effulgence of her beautiful face, defeats the combined effulgence of 10 million moons put together. Mukha prabha parasta koti sharadendu mandale. And Lord Krishna accepted that golden complexion of Radharani and became Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Golden complexion. Krishna is already beautiful. If he is covered by golden complexion, he becomes even more beautiful. And that is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Krishna is all powerful, but if he also adopts the mood of a devotee, he becomes even more compassionate. Compassion combined with power, my God, instant deliverance, instant mercy, instantly providing love of Godhead. So that is Mahaprabhu's identity. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared like this. But although one of his prominent agendas in appearing as Lord Chaitanya is to distribute Krishna prema through Krishna nama to everybody, still he has his own private agenda, his own, confidential reason, purpose for his descent. Lord Chaitanya definitely appeared to distribute Krishna Nam to all of us. And by chanting Krishna's names, we develop a relationship with Krishna and we attain Krishna. And we also attain that spiritual bliss. Allam allam alameka praninam patakana nirasana vishayeya Krishna Krishneti vani yadi bhavati mukunde bhaktirananda sandra Karatala kalita sa moksha samrajya lakshmi. Allam allam alameka pranina patakana. All the sinful living entities can completely be delivered from their sinful reactions by chanting the holy names of Krishna. Nirasana vishayeya Krishna Krishneti vani. This Krishna, this Vani, this sound vibration called Krishna, Krishna, can induce so much of detachment in our hearts. The conditioned soul is constantly attached to material things in this world. For him to develop some detachment, they need to chant the names of Krishna, 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 Krishna. Yadi bhavati mukunde bhaktirananda sandra. By chanting the holy names of Krishna, we get immersed in a condensed ocean of bliss, of bhakti. That's the power of Krishna's name. Karatala kalita sa moksha samrajya lakshmi. By chanting the names of Krishna, definitely we will attain liberation. In fact, liberation becomes insignificant. It becomes a small byproduct because we are attaining Krishna prema, love of Krishna. Why do we need liberation? When we get bhakti, we don't need mukti because mukti is included in bhakti. Mukti means just release from this cycle of birth and death. That is by default included in Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prema. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended on this planet to introduce to us the process of Harinam Sankirtan, the process of chanting the holy names of Krishna that enables us to attain Krishna easily and effortlessly. You are able to follow? Clear? Further, one more shloka that describes the glory of holy name of Krishna. Madhura madhura metan mangalam mangalana sakala nigama valli satphalam chitsvarupam sakritapi parigitam shraddhaya helayava bhruguvara naramatram taraye Krishna nama. Madhura madhura metan. Of all the sweetest things The holy name of Krishna is the sweetest. Mangalam Mangalanam. Of all the auspicious things, the holy name of Krishna is most auspicious. Sakala Nigamavalli Satphalam Chitsvarupam. You compare all the Vedic scriptures with a valli, with a nice creeper, and the ripened fruit of that creeper is the holy name of Krishna. Satphalam Chitsvarupam. Sakrida Viparihitam Shraddhaya Helayava. If you chant the name of Krishna either with attention or even indifferently, neglectfully, still Bhruguvaranaramatram Tarayet Krishna Nama. Krishna's name will only benefit us, will only liberate us, will only give us all kinds of benedictions. That's the potency of Krishna's name, and the Lord appeared to give that Krishna's name to all of us. But as I said a few minutes back, just to distribute Krishna prema to us is not the only agenda of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has another agenda also, to elevate the position or to reveal the glorious position of Srimati Radharani to all of us. In the middle of Bhagavad Gita, 2 shlokas were there. You remember? First we discussed. What are they? Taking shelter of Radharani, Mahatmanastamam Partha, Daivim Prakriti Mashrita. Second is chanting the holy names of Krishna. That is Satatam Kirtayantomam. So Satatam Kirtayantomam is to inspire us and induce us to chant the names of the Lord. Then Radharani, let's come to that. As we said, the Supreme Lord Krishna adopted the mood of Radharani and appeared as Lord Chaitanya. So why the mood of Radharani? Because she is a devotee of Krishna. Because he is a devotee of Krishna. She is the topmost devotee of Krishna. So Krishna thought that let me adopt the mood of the topmost devotee of Krishna and then teach the path of devotion to all these people. That's the purpose of the Lord's descent. Now, in the spiritual world, Krishna was thinking, Srimati Radharani is doing so much service to me. But her happiness is 10 million times more than my happiness. She is doing all hard work. I am receiving the service. But the recipient of service is not as happy as the person who is rendering service. So, Krishna became curious. Krishna thought, how will I get that happiness? How will I attain her happiness? To get her happiness, I need to adopt her mood. As Krishna, I am not enjoying as much happiness as Radharani, who is a servant of Krishna. So to experience the happiness of my servant, I need to adopt the mood of a servant. Let me become a servant. Because the emotion of being a servant of Krishna can bestow so much happiness to a living being that even the position of Krishna also cannot bestow that happiness. Being God is not as exciting as being a devotee of God. Does it sound exciting? Does it make sense to you? Being God is not as exciting as being a servant of God. Because servants of God enjoy more than God also. No master in this material world will share a similar amount of facility or enjoyment with their servants. Right? No master in this material world will share similar enjoyment of similar quality of joy or enjoyment with their servants. The CEO will sit in an AC cabin while the security guard has to sit outside on a wooden stool, on a bench. Why can't the guard also have a separate cabin? No. Because boss is superior. But in the spiritual world, Krishna is not like that. He will share equal amount of enjoyment and privilege and powers with all his devotees. In fact, they enjoy more than himself. The joy of Srimati Radharani in serving Krishna is more than the joy of Krishna in receiving her service. Now Krishna also hankers for that joy. I also want to enjoy like Radharani. How will I enjoy like Radharani? Only when I take her position. Only when I take her mood, her complexion, Mood is sufficient. Why complexion also? Because without the cover of that complexion or the attire, he will not enter that mood. If Krishna appears in this blue color, he thinks he is Krishna. But he wants to think, I am a devotee of Krishna, not Krishna. Therefore, let me accept the color of a devotee, the best of all devotees. Right? Just like a policeman, when he wears uniform, he gets into the mood. If he's in casual dress, he may not identify himself like that. So complexion is also important. Bhava is definitely important. The emotion of being a servant of Krishna can satisfy the heart of a person more than all kinds of spiritual happiness available in this existence. Krishna dasa abhimanaye ananda sindho koti brahma sukha nahe tara eka bindu. The abhiman, the conception, the emotion of being a servant of Krishna is like an ocean of bliss. In comparison to that bliss, the blissful ocean of being a servant of Krishna, being Krishna is also not so exciting for Krishna. He wanted to become a devotee of Krishna, Srimati Radharani. That's the purpose of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent. That's why the next sloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita says that the Supreme Lord Krishna appeared in the mood of Radharani to announce her greatness to all of us. Sri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrisho Vanayaiva Ekatman Saukhyam Yena Bhutamadhurima Kidrisho Vamadiyah. So Krishna appeared in the mood of Radharani to announce how great is Radharani's love to all of us and to also relish her own happiness in her service to Krishna. Krishna cannot understand his own sweetness. Just like sugar does not know how tasty, how sweet it is. Someone who is eating sugar only will understand. Similarly, Krishna doesn't understand how sweet he is. Only a devotee of Krishna can relish that sweetness. And who is the best devotee of Krishna? Srimati Radharani. So Radharani can relish Krishna's sweetness more than Krishna understands his own sweetness. Therefore, Krishna was hankering to take the position of Radharani so that he can relish his own sweetness and experience her joy. So with this purpose, the Lord appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to highlight the emotion of being a servant of Krishna. Being a servant of Krishna is so exalted that even Krishna hankers for it. And to highlight that emotion of being a servant of Krishna, the Lord appeared in this world as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach us the path of Bhakti and to take us to the shelter of Srimati Radharani. It is Krishna in the mood of Radharani and in the form of Lord Chaitanya giving us shelter to become Mahatmas. Mahatmanastamam partha daivim prakriti mashrita. So what is the significance of Mahaprabhu's mercy? What is his glory? Let us discuss it with a shloka by a great acharya called Prabodhananda Saraswati. You are able to follow so far? One more shloka you can handle? This is 7 crore ka shloka. You know what is the price of this shloka? 7 crores. Not 7 crore rupees or dollars. Maybe 7 crore Chintamani gems. 7 crore diamonds. Or maybe more than that. Saundarye kamakoti sakala jana samahladane chandra koti vatsalye matra koti tridasha vitapito pyadbhuta udarya koti Gambhirye bodhi koti madhuramani sudha kshira madhvika koti gauro devasa jiyat pranaya rasapade darshita ascharya koti. We counted 7 crores in this shloka. How many of you counted? Okay. Now you count. Koti means crore. Saundarye kama koti Sakala jana samahladane chandra koti Vatsalye matra koti Tridasha vitapitopyadbhutaudarya koti Gambhiryem bodhi koti Madhuramadi sudha kshiramadhvika koti Gauro devasya jiyat Pranaya rasapade darshitascharya koti. 7 crores of Lord Chaitanya. In our retreat, we discussed 7 oceans of Krishna. Now we are discussing 7 crores of Lord Chaitanya. You know what is the meaning of this shloka? Saundarye kama koti. Kamadev is Cupid, Madana, the god of love. They call him like that. Saundarye kama koti. In Saundarya, in beauty, in physical beauty, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is equivalent to 10 million cupids put together. Just like Brahma Samhita says, Kandarpa darpa hara sundara divya muhurte Kanta kucha muruha kutmala lola drishte. So the Lord can defeat the pride of a Cupid, because Cupid is proud that I am very beautiful. The Lord can completely defeat that pride. Then Brahma Samhita describes Kandarpa koti kamaniya visesha shobham Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Kandarpa koti. You put 10 million cupids together and the combined beauty of the 10 million cupids is insignificant in comparison to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's beauty. That's why Saundarye Kama Koti. Krishna is always beautiful, extremely beautiful. There are thousands of shlokas in our scriptures that describe Krishna's beauty. But if there is someone more beautiful than Krishna, that is Srimati Radharani. And if that Krishna adopts the complexion of Srimati Radharani, how beautiful he would be. Krishna in golden complexion, how beautiful he would be. That is Lord Chaitanya. And Krishna is decorated with so many beautiful ornaments. And he is beautiful naturally. And ornaments are like extra decorations for him. In fact, he is a decoration for the ornaments, but still, he looks so beautiful. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not wear any ornaments. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ornaments are Sweda, Ashru, Pulaka, Kampa, Tahate Bhushan. His perspiration, when he is chanting the holy names of the Lord, he is jumping up and down in Harinam Sankirtan, he becomes little sweaty. He perspires. That perspiration is his decoration. Sweda, Ashru. He sheds tears of love of Godhead. Tears. Sweda, Ashru, Pulaka. Pulaka means hair standing on end, goosebumps. Kampa, his body is trembling out of love of Godhead. These are the ornaments of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body. So, the Lord is so beautiful with all these ornaments in the complexion of Radharani. Saundarya Kamakoti. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, he induced everyone to chant the holy names of Krishna. And he also enchanted everyone with his physical beauty, curly locks of hair, golden complexion. He was such a wonderful celebration for people to look at. Saundarye Kamakoti. Sakala jana samahladane chandra koti. Chandra means moon. Moon is said to be giving ahlada or happiness to everybody. In giving happiness to everyone, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is equivalent to 10 million moons put together. When Lord Chaitanya appeared, moon thought, he appeared, what should I do here? Gaurachandra is here. Normal Chandra has no role to play here. Akalanka Gaurachandra Dila Darshan Sakalanka Chandrayara Kona Prayojan. Akalanka Gaurachandra, the spotless moon of Lord Gauranga, is giving his darshan. What is the use of spotful moon of material moon that has so many spots in it? So he just went behind eclipse. Then Lord Chaitanya appeared on eclipse day. Sakalanka Chandrayara Kona Prayojan. In giving happiness to everybody, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaurachandra, is equal to 10 million moons put together. So we discussed 2 crores. One is Saundarye Kamakoti, Sakala Jana Samahladane Chandra Koti, Vatsalye Matru Koti. In Vatsalya, in showing affection towards people in this world, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is equal to 10 million mothers put together. A mother's affection for her child is considered the most exalted love available in this material world, especially when the child is an infant baby. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's affection surpasses the affection of 10 million mothers put together. All mothers here need not feel offended. Right? We are also children of Lord Gauranga. So we are also recipients of Lord Chaitanya's motherly affection. You want an example? In the South India Yatra of Lord Chaitanya, he went to a place called Kurmakshetra. There he met a Brahmana. He stayed in the house of a Brahmana for a while, and blessing him, he proceeded on his yatra. There is another devotee named Vasudeva who had leprosy all over his body. He has so many sores all over his body, oozing blood and pus, and so many insects are also falling on his body. And whenever an insect falls from his body, this Vasudeva leper picks up that insect and places it back on the wound so that the insect can relish his blood and pus. My body is meant for the welfare of all living entities. So if the insect is getting some ecstasy in sucking my blood, let it suck. He is not like ordinary people. When a mosquito bites them, we do like that, right? Or we take a bat, we just do we do a killing campaign of mosquitoes. But Vasudeva leper was not like that. I am not saying we have to imitate him, but the point is, he is so humble. So he wanted to take darshan of Lord Chaitanya. With great eagerness, with great enthusiasm, he ran to the Kurma Brahmana's house, and by the time he reached Kurma Brahmana's house, Lord Chaitanya left. And he was lamenting, I missed the darshan of Lord Chaitanya. I am so unfortunate. He was lamenting. So at this moment, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he is the super soul in the hearts of all living entities, he is Lord Krishna himself. So he understood that one devotee is lamenting in separation from him. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without being informed by anyone, he ran back to Kurma Brahman's house and he gave darshan to Vasudeva leper. He became so astonished. And many people, or every single living being, every human being, would even hesitate to come closer to Vasudeva leper because he has his leprosy. His limbs got little melted. There is so much of dirt and pus and blood all over his body. So people would feel even disgusted to even come closer to him. But you know what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did? He went and embraced him. He hugged him. When a child is sick, even if the child has contagious disease, a mother wouldn't hesitate to go and serve the child. That is her affection. This child came out of my body. Mother considers the child a part of her body only, especially when the child is very infant baby. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have blessed this Vasudeva leper by doing some magic. You see in some movies and serials they show, right? So some devata will show like this and some shine will come from the hand and whoever had leprosy will be cured. Mahaprabhu did not release some light from his hand and he did not do some magic like this. Leprosy gone. He went and hugged him. It's affection. It's a display of affection, motherly affection. Hearing about this pastime, there is a great king named Pratapadra Maharaj. His heart became melted. Oh, this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not an ordinary person. He did not just do a magic of curing his disease. He displayed his motherly affection, fatherly affection, parental affection on this leprosy affected person by hugging him, by embracing him. That's why Vatsalye Matra Koti Fourth, Tritashavitapitopyadbhutaudaryakoti. In terms of fulfilling the desires of common people, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like 10 million kalpavrukshas put together. You know kalpavruksha? Kalpavruksha means a desire fulfilling tree. You go in front of the tree and ask anything, the tree will give you. Mango tree can only give mangoes in this world. Then coconut trees can only give coconuts in this world. But kalpavruksha can give anything. You can go and ask for a speaker, it will give. You go and ask for a chair, kalpavruksha will give. In terms of fulfilling the desires of people, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like 10 million kalpavrukshas put together. Satatam janata bhavata paharam paramartha parayana lokagatim navalehakaram jagatapaharam pranamami shachi sutta gauravaram. Satatam janata bhavatapaharam. Constantly Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is engaged in destroying the miseries of common people. Bhavatapaharam. He will destroy the miseries of this material existence. Constantly. Paramartha parayana lokagatim. Paramartha parayana means those who are completely rooted in their Panchama Purushartha, Krishna prema. They are completely determined in attaining that Krishna prema. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the ultimate shelter for all those people. Navalehakaram jagatapaharam paranamami sachi sutta gauravaram. So let us offer obeisances to that Sachi Sutta, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this is how Lord Chaitanya displays motherly affection, and also he is like a kalpavruksha. So we discussed 4 crores. Saundarye kamakoti sakala jana samahlagane chandrakoti vatsalye matrukoti tridasha vitapito yadbhutaudaryakoti. Then 5th, Gambhirye bodhikoti. In Gambhira, in being very grave, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like Ambodhi Koti. He is an ocean of, he's like 7 oceans put together in terms of being grave. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is extremely grave also. He gave his grave teachings of Bhakti Yoga to Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. He gravely confronted with the Mayavadi philosophy spoken by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Prakashananda Saraswati. There are some scholarly people who promote impersonalistic philosophy. Mahaprabhu confronted with them, defeated their teachings. So in terms of gravity, Lord Chaitanya can be very grave. There is one devotee named Chota Haridas. He lustfully glanced on a young woman when he went out to beg some rice. Mahaprabhu said he should never come close to me, out. He kind of banished him. Of course, at heart he is merciful and he can forgive the mistakes of some wrongdoers also. In that sense, he is merciful. But to set the high standard of a sannyasi, high standard of a renunciant, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very, very strict, very grave with Chota Haridas Thakur, and he kind of told him out. Then later, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also became very grave in another context. Gopinath Patnaik. There is a devotee named Gopinath Patnaik in Jagannath Puri. He misappropriated government's money. He was acting like a government officer, but he took some taxes that are supposed to be paid for government and he used it for his own purposes. He did not pay it back. And in fact, he was squandering that money to see dancing girls. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very upset. And the king arrested him. And the prince wanted to kill him for doing this mistake, for not paying the money back. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was requested by so many devotees, "Oh Lord Chaitanya, this devotee is a dedicated devotee of yourself. He is in such a great difficulty. How can you allow him to suffer like that? You please do something to protect him." Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "He misappropriated government's money and the king is punishing him. Who am I to intervene? I am a sannyasi. Should I go and then spread my cloth and beg some money from the king or what? I will not do it. When he has done a mistake, just because you are a devotee, you cannot do any social misbehavior. I am a devotee. I need not follow traffic signals. I am a devotee. I need not pay taxes. I am a devotee. I need not keep left side on the road." It doesn't work. A devotee should respect the protocols in which this material world also functions. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never approved social misbehavior on the part of a devotee. You may be chanting Hare Krishna, that's great. I appreciate that. But you cannot behave whimsically in your dealings, social dealings. So Mahaprabhu is very grave. He said, "I will not do anything to protect Gopinath Patnaik. If you want to protect him, go and pray to Jagannath. He will do the needful." And who is Jagannath? Lord Chaitanya only. Devotees prayed to Jagannath, and somehow by Jagannath's intervention, Gopinath Patnaik was released from that imprisonment, and some time was given for him to repay. So things have become normal. But Mahaprabhu exhibited gravity. In social dealings, if somebody compromises, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not just keep quiet. He would be very grave. So Mahaprabhu is also a notion of gravity. Gambhirye Ambodhi Koti. Ambodhi means ocean. Gambhirye Ambodhi Koti Madhuramani Sudhakshira Madhvika Koti. Madhuramani Sudhakshira Madhvika Koti. Sudhakshira means nectarian kheer, right? How sweet it is when it is nicely made with condensed milk and you put ghee into it. So it's so sweet, right? So Mahaprabhu has the combined sweetness of 10 million nectarian beverages put together. Madhuramani Sudhakshira Madhvika Koti Gauro Deva Sajiyat Pranaya Rasapade Darshitashcharya Koti. In terms of manifesting wonders, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Ashcharya Koti, a collection of 10 million wonders put together. That is Mahaprabhu's grace. One day, devotees performed Harinam Sankirtan ecstatically and they became a little tired. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood they are fatigued. He took one mango seed, planted it in the courtyard, and instantly that seed became a plant became a tree started flowering, and fruits also came, and fruits became ripened, and Mahaprabhu plucked the fruits and gave to everybody. Instantly. Seed produced fruits. And these fruits are so big. One fruit can completely fulfill the hunger. And there are no seeds inside, there is no peel outside. Directly just eat the fruit, mango fruit. So Darshita Ashcharya Koti. In terms of displaying wonders, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like 10 million wonders put together. So this is Mahaprabhu's grace. Now let's discuss some stories. We discussed so much about Mahaprabhu's tattva. Let's discuss a few stories of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu observed that people in Navadvip area, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in Navadvip area in Bengal. So he observed that people are not sufficiently respecting him. Mahaprabhu had so many friends in Navadvip area. So Mahaprabhu was constantly being accompanied by Advaitacharya, Srivas Thakur, Haridas Thakur, so many such, Murari Gupta, many such devotees. Every day he was performing Harinam Sankirtan in Srivas Angan, in the house of Srivas Thakur. Then Mahaprabhu, he would be observing Harinam Sankirtan, but some people still consider him one amongst themselves. Although he is the Supreme Lord, he can bestow liberation, some people did not take him seriously. One day Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu closed his eyes and started saying, Gopi, 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 Gopi. He was chanting the names of gopis. One Sanskrit scholarly student came to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, if you chant the names of Krishna, at least you will get some pious credits. What will you get by chanting the names of gopis? No need. Then Mahaprabhu became offended. Mahaprabhu felt that there are two mistakes on your part. Number one is, by chanting the names of Krishna, you will not get any pious credits. You will go back to Godhead, you will get Krishna prema. It's not an ordinary pious activity. That's one mistake. Second, how can you disregard, how can you belittle the process of chanting the names of the devotees of Krishna? If chanting the names of Krishna is so powerful, chanting the names of devotees of Krishna is also powerful. How can you disregard? How can you belittle? Mahaprabhu wanted to punish that Sanskrit scholar, picked up a stick and started chasing him. And that Sanskrit scholar said that this Mahaprabhu, this Nimai, became crazy. He is like a madman. He is trying to hit a Brahmana. He doesn't understand that he says Brahmana Aparad. So he became very offensive. Then Lord Chaitanya understood. If I am like a householder amongst many other householders, they are not taking me seriously. Therefore, how much time do we have, Prabhu? How much time do we have? Huh? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. So, Mahaprabhu thought that I will not be able to preach and inspire people to chant the holy names and accept Krishna prema in such a setup. So I must take sannyas. At least when I become sannyasi, people start offering obeisances to me. Then I can forgive their offenses. I can give them Krishna prema. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us so many teachings. One of the prominent teachings of Lord Chaitanya is Trinadapi sunichena taro rapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada harihi. To always be humble, humbler than blade of grass, and to be more tolerant than trees, and to respect everyone and to not expect respect from others. These are the prominent teachings. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas to accept respect from others. Why? Is he not following the teaching that he has given? No. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of his compassion, gave us an opportunity to offer obeisances to him, seeing that he is a sannyasi. And thus, when you bow down in front of the Lord will take charge of your spiritual life. He will forgive all your offenses. He will take you to the higher realms of spiritual world. So, out of his compassion, he appeared in this way. So, he was personally relishing the mood of Srimati Radharani and worshipping Krishna, and also he is teaching all of us to render service to Krishna and chant the holy names of Krishna so that we can perfect our lives. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us the process of chanting the holy names of the Lord, and in doing so, he is enabling us to attain the highest attainable benediction, boon, goal of life, which is Krishna prema. So who else could be more merciful than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? It is Lord Krishna. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He appeared in the mood of a devotee so that we learn devotional service from him and become devotees under his guidance, under his blessings. So with this, I will conclude my few words of describing the glories of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.